OK, all right. Take it easy. So just what did they say, word for word?
I told you. They said our Sarah was having a baby. Is she really having a baby?
Look, who's this Craig Smith?
Oh, Martin, does it matter?
Is he in your class?
He's Macca's cousin. He goes to Weatherfield Camp. Is she having a baby?
Come on, let's sit down, sonny.
Is she?
David.
He was calling her names. That's why I punched him.
Yeah, you did right, son.
Martin?
Then the others started. They were shouting things.
And where was this? In the park?
Yeah.
Oh. You know, this is all we need.
It doesn't matter, love. They're only children.
Craig Smith's 14. Is she really having a baby?
Everybody knows.
We can't keep lying to him, Gail.
All right, just say what you like.
Listen, son. Those lads shouldn't have opened their big mouths. They had no business saying anything.
Is it true?
Yeah, it's true. We weren't going to tell you just yet, but, yeah, Sarah's pregnant. Now, you know what that means, don't you? Yeah, so before long, in about 3 months, she's going to have a baby. Baby of her own.
You can't tell me to keep away. It's my site. My workman reported
The
it.
whole place is closed to the public until further notice.
I'm not the public, I'm the owner.
It makes no difference. You won't be allowed near until the Socko team's finished.
And when will that be?
When they move the body.
Then we can work again then?
No. You can gain access, but there'll be no work here for a few days at least.
You'll have to look for clues, won't you?
That's right, love.
Whoever did it wouldn't have left his name and address.
Is it murder, then? Of course it is. You don't just die and bury yourself.
Mr. Sorrell, are you the man who discovered the body?
Yeah. Yeah, fell in the wall right next to it.
I don't suppose you'd object to coming to the station. We need a statement.
You want me to do that now?
If you don't mind.
No? Might as well get it over with.
Yeah, see if you can get your colleagues to get a move on with you.
This is not a process that can be hurried. I'm sorry.
Yes, I bet you are.
I didn't tell anybody, and Martin didn't. So, how come everybody knows?
I don't know.
Did you tell any of your friends you might be pregnant?
No, I didn't tell my friend. I only told Candice.
Candice!
She wouldn't say anything.
Martin, she told Candice! You promised you wouldn't say anything!
She promised me she wouldn't tell anyone.
Oh, Candice promised, did she? Well, I think she broke that promise, don't you?
There were only the three of us knew. We were going to keep it quiet. I'll kill that Candice.
Well, Dr. Wilson knew and that social worker knew. You weren't going to keep it secret forever.
We trusted you.
It was my secret, not yours.
Will you do anything right?
Oh, Gail.
The only reason you're bothered is now you can't shove me off to Canada. You saw Lugo in Canada? Yeah. They want to put me where no one can see me. Who's going with her? Am I?
No, sunshine.
Oh, tell him the truth! Yeah, they were sending you there and all. What have I done?
No one's going to Canada, OK?
Oh, no, you're not going to Canada because you're staying here. Dad?
No one is going to Canada, OK? All right, we thought about it. Seemed like a good idea at the time, but we might as well forget it now, haven't we?
No.
What do you mean, no? Oh, come on, Gail, this changes everything.
Yes, it does. We all go. You as well.
Oh.
I can't see what the fuss is about me.
You don't find dead bodies every day.
Not your granddad's, any road.
It weren't my grandfather down that hole.
Oh, no, you're right. He was murderer, weren't he?
He were not.
He'll be buried within prison walls, him.
Did the body look like Fred's?
Well, Vinny did say it was a portly gentleman wearing a striped apron.
He said no such thing.
Oh, come on, Fred, they're having you on.
I'm aware of that, Alman. I'm not amused.
Well, I mean, I can't see the body being Mr. Cartwright's victim.
Alleged victim.
I mean, it's too much of a coincidence. I mean, nobody knows about this murder, then Ken comes across it, and then suddenly a body's dug up.
Hey, it weren't dug up, it were fallen into.
I mean, all that in quick succession.
Do you think it squelched?
Oh, Gwen! Ask Vinny.
Hey, I will when he gets back.
You ghouls, the lot of you. And it's all your fault, Ken Barlow.
Not guilty, Your Honour.
Very droll.
That wasn't particularly nice. Well, Fred's taking the whole thing far too seriously. Gina, can you top these up when you're ready? Thanks,
Audrey, could I change the subject for a minute?
You can change anything you like, Freda.
Have you heard about Bob Bradshaw?
Yes, I have, as a matter of fact. He's been released on bail.
Has he really? What does Alma think about that?
Listen, neither Alma nor me could care less.
Good for you. That should be my attitude over this silly business.
Exactly.
What if it isn't the Cartwright victim?
Who else could it be?
Anyone. People disappear all the time. We don't know how long it's been there.
I do. It's the missing lover, all right, I'm convinced.
Well, I agree with Alma. I think it's too much of a coincidence.
Oh, I don't care. I'm still going to finance the book myself. I'll pay for every word.
Have you any idea what that'll cost?
Yeah. Nothing like as much as they'll make. Look, the book will sell far more copies with a body on its back. Who says crime doesn't pay?
Well, I think you should drop it, for Fred's sake.
Let all my hard work go to waste. Not on your life. Thanks, Gina.
So you think we're going to be able to emigrate by 9 o'clock in the morning, dear?
9 o'clock? Why?
Well, because by then I think everyone will know about it.
How?
Well, you heard David. This Craig Smith goes to Weatherfield Comp. He's not even in year 8, he's in year 9. So the whole school knows about it.
It's one school.
No, it's not. Let's say he's told his cousin in the juniors. That means Rosie and Sophie know about it. He shouted it across the Red Wreck. Half the kids in the district go there.
They're only children.
Yeah, but they'll go home and tell their mums and dads.
I don't know what you're getting at.
Of course you know what I'm getting at, Gail. The word's out. Rosie and Sophie are gonna tell Sally. The paper boys will tell Rita. Ken Barlow's only got a bump into an ex-colleague of his. We might as well have a notice put on the door. 13-year-old pregnant girl, inquire within.
So we face it.
Well, what choice have we got?
Oh, here he is.
Hey, Benny.
Right, tell us your news then, love.
There's nothing to tell. You know as much as I do. Give us a pint, Gina, and a big brandy.
Coming up.
I suppose they've confirmed that the body's recently deceased.
No, they confirmed now to me, Fred. I was just glad to get out of there. I thought any minute they're going to make me look at it again.
Well, you can look at it any time you like. Still in Victoria Street.
You haven't taken it away yet?
No.
Hey, don't you fancy a quick peek?
Certainly don't.
You could take a snap for your book.
I strongly suggest that it's time we change the subject.
Yeah, well, you would, wouldn't you? It's your family's handiwork.
It is not, and if anybody else suggests it is, I'll sue 'em for slander.
Don't bother. Just smash him on the back of the head like your grandfather did before you.
I understand your worries, Fred. If the body is proved to be that of the missing Cartwright victim, it rather scuppers your theory of your grandfather's innocence, doesn't it?
Yeah. And if the body is proved to be that of a missing anonymous victim, then it rather scuppers your book, doesn't it?
You feeling better now?
No, not really.
Come on, then. Tell us about it.
I just don't want my friends talking about me behind my back.
Well, I'm afraid they're gonna do. For the time being, anyway. And then they'll move on to another subject. It's the way of the world.
Martin, I only did it the once.
I know. You were unlucky.
She was naive.
The fact is, Gail, she was both.
Yeah. So why were you going to send me to Canada?
Well, we thought it was for the best.
You know, we were just trying to think of the easiest thing for you. You liked it in Canada. You said you wanted to stay when you were there before.
But you were going to pretend that my baby was yours.
Well, it was something we could do that didn't involve the school or social workers.
We thought of one thing and then we thought of another. Look, the last thing we wanted to happen was this, kids shouting out in the playground.
Hurting you more? Upsetting you more?
I'm sorry.
We're all sorry. It's happened. We'll get over it.
I'll tell you one person that doesn't know about it.
Who?
Audrey.
I'll ring her. Tell her to come round.
Oh, no. You've not been through enough for one night.
I'll ring her tomorrow morning, before she goes to work.
Yeah. Before half the street tells her about it.
Okay, officer. What's the position now, then?
Nothing to report as yet.
Well, surely your lads have found out something by now, all the time they've been in there.
Post-mortem will be conducted tomorrow.
Oh, on a Saturday. I suppose we should be grateful for that. I thought you'd have been packing in ice until Monday morning.
Well, you thought wrong.
Yes, obviously.
When we get the results, we'll decide how the investigation moves forward.
Look, it's just that my lads want to work the weekend. There are bonuses to be earned.
There's no chance of that.
Well, can't you rope off the area where the body was and leave the rest to us?
Out of the question.
But I don't see why we can't get on with the plastering and painting and such
Well,
like.
I do.
Oh? Why?
Because somebody died on that site, Mr. Ferguson. Possibly from natural causes, possibly as a result of an accident, possibly as a consequence of violent assault.
Yeah, I know all that. It's just that we've been held up once already. We're way behind schedule. I'm losing money as I'm standing here.
How would you feel if you'd lost someone, Mr. Ferguson?
It's not the same thing. I just want to get on with some work.
So do we. But ours is nothing like as pleasant. Excuse me.
Give me some painkillers. I've got a blind in a day.
I'm just off to the cash and carry. Gwyn will sort you out.
Was she serving Roy?
Yeah, no. Look, Gwyn, I'm off now. I shan't be more than half an hour, all right?
Yeah, I suppose I can manage.
Well, does he want to sail or not?
I don't know.
I was going to pick up some flowers for our girl, but I don't think I'll bother now.
I think flowers are a gesture that she would appreciate under the present circumstances.
What present circumstances?
Well, I was referring to your family news.
What family news?
Well, I'm sure she'll tell you in her own good time.
Oh, well, she better add. It comes to something when you know my family news before I do.
Thank you. Good afternoon.
Hey, you scared him. He's the only one not horrified about that dead body, and you scared him.
He's from another world,
He reckons the body's interesting. It could be a plague victim.
Oh,
Is it just the tablets then, Audrey?
Yes, please, love. I woke up with a blind this morning, do you know, and it would be the very day that I've got early appointments in the salon.
Yeah, well, it's always the same.
And then Gail were on the phone as soon as we opened. She's just rung again now, apparently. She's got some very important news she wants to tell me, and she wants to tell me before I hear it from somebody else.
Well, that could be the family news Roy Cropper's on about.
Well, I don't know why she couldn't tell me on the phone, eh? I mean, she can be very bossy, Gail, very demanding.
Oh, yeah? Is that why Martin's always got a smile on his face?
Oh, no, they're past all that.
How do you know? That family news could be the pitter-patter of tiny feet.
Oh, no. Oh, I say you don't think...
Well, you know better than I do.
Well, she has been acting very strange lately, and she's been off work sick.
Well, that could explain why Roy knows. He's the boss, so if she was pregnant, she'd have to tell him, and she wants to see you to tell you before he does.
Oh, yes. Well, she could be, you know, and she's younger than the Prime Minister's wife.
Hey, you'd better get round there, Audrey.
Gwen, I better have.
Yeah.
I know you're anxious to get back to work.
I am. And I am sorry for whoever it was you pulled out of there, but life goes on.
The way things are looking, it's my guess we'll maintain a presence for the foreseeable future.
So you think it was a murder victim, then?
No, that's not what I said. We won't know that until we get the post-mortem results. But in any case, the death is suspicious, so we'll have to investigate it.
Well, say it was just some drunk who fell down the hole on his way back from the pub.
It could still take a long time to prove.
I understood you to say that the post-mortem was this morning.
It's been put back to this afternoon.
Is there any way we can reopen the site? No. Well, can't somebody in authority give us permission?
No, I'm sorry.
To phone me twice, but honestly, we've been rushed off our feet at the salon, you know. I've not been this busy since Christmas.
Yeah, well, you're here now.
Actually, I have to say, I think someone's already let the cat out the bag.
What?
Hi, darling. Well, Roy Cropper were in the corner shop just now, and you know, normally I can't understand a word that man says, but between us, I mean, Gwen and me, we've worked it out.
Ma'am.
So, well, I think I know all right.
No, ma'am, I don't think you do.
Where's David?
We sent him out with his pals. We just didn't want him around for...
Right, come on, he knows about the birds and the bees, doesn't he, eh? So, are you thrilled, sweetheart?
No.
Oh, why not? Well, I'm right, aren't I? I've guessed it. There's going to be a new baby in the house.
Yes.
Oh, come on, you should be delighted, darling. I mean, your mum's not as old as she thinks she is. And I mean, Martin's no age at all.
Audrey, Gail's not having a baby.
Oh, isn't she?
No.
Oh, well, what were Roy Cropper on about then, your present family circumstances?
He must have meant Nick.
Oh.
I told him that to keep him quiet.
Why? There's nothing wrong with Nick,
No,
is there?
Nick's fine.
Oh, but why are you all looking so miserable?
Ma'am, it's hard to tell you this.
What?
It's not me that's having a baby. It's Sarah Lou.
I put the money in the till.
What did I do?
I'm off for my lunch now. I'm starving.
Sorry, look, you're going to have to hang on for a bit. I need to go back out again.
But you've already been longer than you said you would. I started work at 8 this morning. I need a break.
Yeah, and you'll get one in a couple of hours.
No, you stay. You can help put that cash and carry stuff away.
Can't, because I haven't bought it yet.
Well, that's what you went for.
Yeah, and I never made it, did I? But I'm on my way now.
I don't like to be treated like a mug. I've been sat behind that till for hours. I need a change.
Well, why don't you, get the mop and bucket out of the back and clean the floor? Looks so it could do with clean.
No, it's a mistake, Charlotte. Look, if she was pregnant, no one would let her have it.
It's too late to do anything about it.
Oh, Sarah.
Please, Gran.
Oh. But didn't you notice?
I took her to the doctors.
Gail, you're her mother. Didn't you know what you were doing?
We knew nothing till it was too late.
Shut up, will you? I don't want to talk to you.
Look, we want what's best for Sarah Lou. This is the situation we find ourselves in. We have to deal with it.
Deal with it? You have ruined your life. How could you do it?
Don't turn on the girl now, Audrey.
Oh, well, what have you done, eh? Flung your arms around her, told her she's wonderful.
Look, she's upset enough without you screaming at her. We don't want to make a bad situation worse.
Oh, how could it be any worse? You silly girl!
Oh,
Audrey.
God, please!
Oh.
Leave her alone!
I could slap her.
Nobody slaps my children.
Well, maybe you should have done. Just like my father belted the hell out of me.
Hey, shake a leg.
What?
I'm dying of thirst here.
Oh, sorry, Les. A pint, was it?
Aye. Not that one. That one. I'll let Vinny get round there and do it.
I can manage to pull a pint. Mine was somewhere else, that's all.
Thinking about that body? Oh, it's not your vibes again, is it?
Vibes?
I pick up on things.
Some people say that she has psychic powers.
Ah, get away. They don't, do they?
Well, yeah, they do.
What a loaded junk. Only barn pots believe in that stuff.
There's your pint.
Rubbish it is. Garbage.
That settles that, then.
You've been in this plight yourself. If anybody should understand, it's you.
Well, at least I was 16 when I had Stephen. I mean, Lord knows I suffered enough for that. I wasn't sleeping around the age she is.
I haven't been sleeping around.
You don't get that way by holding hands, Sarah Louise. It's not like catching a cold.
Oh, leave her alone, Audrey. What's done's done, OK?
Listen to you, right? What a wonderful father figure you've been, eh? I mean, you're as bad as each other.
Have some sympathy for the girl.
It is not sympathy she needs. Oh, I mean, who knows about all this? The whole world, I suppose.
It's the council you're worried about.
Well, yes, it is, actually. Because I have dragged myself up to be on that council, and now she is dragging me back down again.
Your father should have belted you harder than he did.
Oh, should he really?
Yes.
So what about the father of this child, then? I mean, what's he going to do? Who is he, anyway?
It doesn't matter who he is.
What do you mean it doesn't matter?
We're not interested, OK?
Oh, I see. You don't know, is that it? So she's been sleeping with all sorts?
Haven't.
Oh, at least I knew who Stephen's father was and yours.
Well, you never saw fit to tell me.
Oh, Gail, that were years ago. We're talking about now. We're talking about Sarah Louise. What is she, the town tart?
Oh, man, Just get out, will you?
So you don't believe in psychic powers then, Les? Got no use for them?
You conjure yourself up a few lottery numbers, and I'll change my mind.
It's not something I do for personal gain. I don't want to make myself rich.
That proves it, then, eh? You're away with the fairies, you love. You should have more sense.
You wouldn't mind making someone else rich, though? Someone deserving?
Hey, if the influence comes on her, there's no one more deserving than me.
Hey, I reckon he's right. Pick him a winner for Monday.
What an arse, you mean?
Aye, go on. Plumpton.
Now see what you can do.
The vibes don't always come, Les.
Aye. That's because you're a fraud, like the rest of them.
I'm not a fraud.
Prove it, then. I'll be in the bookies from 2 o'clock. Go on, give us a thrill.
Hold on, let me think. I'm hearing grey, number 4, and the number 1.
How many horses is that?
Well, I couldn't tell you. I hear you interpret.
Rubbish. There's no grey here. Hang on, Red Baron.
No, grey.
Silver. Is that near enough to grey for you? Hey, hang on, it's number 14.
What, a horse called Silver?
Silver sixpence, number 14, grey, 4 and 1. She might not be so soft. Hey, I'm gonna have a few bob on that.
I've sent him to the Red Wreck. I can't think of anywhere else.
I wonder what he's making of all
God
this.
knows.
My gran hates me.
No, she doesn't.
I've never heard a talk like that before.
She didn't know what she was saying.
Oh, she did.
No, she didn't. I said a lot of things I didn't mean.
No, not like her, you didn't.
Mind you, I could have said a lot more.
You see, you lose your temper. You've no idea where it'll end.
Sorry, I'm so sorry.
We know you are.
Never mind. We'll get through, won't we?
We're a family. We're strong.
Yeah.
So no matter what happens, we'll stick together. No matter what. That's what families are for.